Hey, you welcome back to edtech. Today I'll be continuing with my series on continuing with the product landing page for freeCodeCamp.org front-end web certification. Okay, so until now, what we have done, you must have watched my other parts in this series in which we completed making the clickable features, the nav bar, the clickable links in the nav bar itself, the hero, the hero section with the submission or the subscribe button and the logo part. We've completed all that, and if you see, we have like passed almost all. If you run the tests, we have passed around how many tests? We have majorly passed about, let me see, how many passes? 13. Just 3 only not passed. So majority of them all done. Okay. But before we go ahead and do just few only to pass, but before that we still need to complete our page, right? So that it looks nice and clean. So we do have the clickable links, but we do need to make them. Even though we've already passed this section, we still need to know how to make them, right? So one by one in different parts, I'll teach you how to complete these clickable links, the sections under these clickable links. For example, I'll teach you in this part, I'll teach you how to make the features HTML. In the next part, I'll teach you how to do the CSS for this. I've broken them down into mini series so that it's easier for you to understand and you'll never forget. And once you are able to do this, you can make any number of product landing pages, right? So that's the reason I'm doing it this way, because this is the way I learned, and trust me, this is the best way to learn. Okay, then after this, in the next one, next to next, I'll be teaching you how to do the price table in the sample that they've shown for FCC. And last, I'll show you how to embed a video under the trend section. So that's how you're going to learn. So while doing the test and while also passing the test and getting the certification for FCC web design certification, you are also learning step by step. Though you've learned earlier in the lessons, it would be a good idea to also learn and retrieve in your memory, commit to memory while you're actually building the landing page. What do you say? Good. Right. Okay, so let's get started for the features section. So until now we've finished the earlier section, which was the form section, right? So let's go and do our features section. We start with the features section in our clickable links. Okay, so this is so let's create a section ID. Under that section, okay, this instruction is not given by the test here, so I'm just doing it according to the code required for this, so that you will know how to go ahead and do the description under these links, or rather how to create the section for these links, because ideally you're supposed to do when you undertake a project for a product landing page. Okay, so create a section, SECTION, section. First open and close the section, that's always a good practice. Okay, let's align it. What's happening here? Oh my god. Okay, so let me make this ID equal to features, because I am building the features section for today's tutorial. I'm building the features section for today's tutorial, so I call it section ID equal to features H2. Now I need to have some kind of a small heading for this, right? So I write the H2 for this and call it features. Features. Then I need to give us I need to write some description underneath that, right? Some topic, some subtopic. So I give another div because I want to say like one of the topic that I want to write about and show some icon is that it's a very stylish item. So let me say something about the looks. So let me say div ID. Let me give it a separate div so that I can give icon under that and some description. Div first, open and close the div. Always do like this so that you don't miss out on anything. The weather is very bad, sorry, so there's a fluctuation here. Oh, it's jumping a lot because of the bad weather. Okay, so div ID. The div ID, let's say the first one about the look. So I just want to call it stylish. It's up to you what name you want to give. Yeah. So under this, I want to give an icon. So there's this material icon which is very easy to use as compared to the far icon, the font awesome. There's one font awesome, it's up to you, you can do that. But of late, the material icon is a very easy one to use. All you need to do is to go under the setting and to look for material icon in the CodePen. It's already there, just save it. I will be including the source code of this CodePen file in my description below, so you can actually go there and look at the settings under CSS. So you will find the materials icon link over there, so you'll know how to do it. Okay, so div ID is stylish, and here iClass. I need to make an icon here, so I call that iClass. So iClass, I call it material icons. That's a way to remember. So you'll repeat that for all of it. Material hyphen icons, and then close this. This is the link, sorry. And then I want to show watches, right? So I say watch. Like my product is watches, so I just write watch and then close the link. Close the link. You already know how to do that. Okay. Then after that, I want to make a paragraph, a small paragraph on it. So here I'm just showing just one line only. Just for example's sake, you can write as many paragraphs as you like. Okay, so let's write a paragraph. And in the paragraph, you kind of need maybe probably a bold or emphatic word just to make it more emphatic. So for that, you know, for emphasizing, you need the strong tag, right? So I use this. I use the strong tag. And then in that I include unique watches. Something like that. I mean, some words I write, and then I need to have a break after this before I write a line. Otherwise, it'll go into the same line. So you know the break tag, right? BR. Right. Then after that, I write one liner like all our watches are designer inspired, something like that. This is just for example's sake, as I mentioned. So I write that in the paragraph, just a line, right? So what you find here, I finish writing this paragraph, and then my div also closes here. right? And then I want to have another subheading under my features. So let's say it is something to do with the texture of my product. So going ahead, going forward, I go down and I make like another div for the texture. So let's say div ID, I call it texture, div ID texture. So I call this div ID. So I make another div for texture and I call it div ID texture. Div ID as texture. And then for this also I need an icon, right? So I repeat the same thing. I class material icon texture. So if you want, you can just copy from here to save time. So I save time. But I'll change my link name later. Wait, this is watch. I'll change it to something else. So Control C. Control C. So the Control C will be Control V, sorry. So instead of I classes material icons watch, I'll write here texture because here I want to write something about texture. So texture, right? And then I need to do the same thing, kind of write a paragraph and an emphatic word. So I just go here and then I write a paragraph. I make a P. Right? And then in the paragraph, I make an emphatic word, something like texture. So let's call it like texture, and then I need a break. I need a break, right? So the paragraph finishes. Did I write a line? No, I haven't written a line, sorry. So I need to write something. So I want to write like all our watches, smooth, high quality, textured material, something like this. So all our watches have smooth, high quality, textured material and casing stuff. And then the paragraph finish, the div also finishes, right? Then I just need one more subheading under my features and an icon also. So I want to talk something about, let's say I want to talk about a cost. I want to say that my product is very affordable. So I make another div for it. So let's say I call this div ID equals affordable. Right, this is for me to remember. So I know I'm talking about cost here, the affordability here. Okay, and then I need an icon to show. So I could not find a particular icon for cost or rather affordability. So I chose thumbs up, the thumbs up, So because you would say, you would put your thumbs up and you know that it is high quality but affordable. So I chose that. So I give an I link. Sorry, I class material icons, and then I call like thumb up. Now this one if you go to their site, you need to go to the material icon site and choose. Then only you'll get that particular icon. For me, the first one, I chose the icon for watch. The next one, I chose the icon for texture. And the last one, I'm choosing the icon for thumb up. You just need to go to the material icon and choose. And then close the eye, right? So then I need to have a paragraph after this, as usual, like the previous one. So before that I need a strong one-word emphasis. So I want to say more for less. That's a nice word, I feel. Strong. Because you want people to emphasize, people to go and read this line. So I say more for less. That's a nice line. That means more quality for less price. That's what I meant to say. Then I need a break. And then I write a paragraph after this. I write a one-liner paragraph to elaborate on this. All our watches are affordable yet designer. That's what I wanted to say. So my paragraph finishes, div finishes, right, and the section finish. So I save it here. Now for your material icons, let me see if I can show you in this tutorial where you can go here under CSS, and then you can go here and then just type material. There you go, material design icons. Click on that, save and close. Then only it will show up. Now the thing is, if you now press here, it will show these icons, right? The watch icon, the texture icon, and the thumb up icon. But this is not colored and this doesn't look beautiful because I haven't done the CSS yet. So I'm not doing the CSS in this tutorial because I want you to go ahead and try your own CSS so that you don't get lazy after watching my tutorial. Then if you're still not able to do or still not satisfied with the quality of the CSS that you have done, then you can refer back to my tutorial CSS styling part for this part 4 for the feature section alone, which I'll be making separately, so that you don't get lazy. You can practice. Ha ha ha. Okay, now for the materials design icon, also I want you to go and check it out under materials dash icon, which I showed you in the settings. And the same site, if you go separately, you can actually find it. And if you're not able to find, do put it here in the comment section. I will include that part in my tutorial under CSS next time, right? So until then, ciao. Do try doing this and wait for my next tutorial for part 5, which is part 5 CSS styling for the features section. Okay, bye. See you. Stay safe. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do remember to subscribe and hit and smash the bell button so that you get notified as soon as I publish such tutorials. There are so many more to come. Okay, see you. Bye. Stay safe. Stay subscribed.